Lisa. How are you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good. So tell me what's been going on this past week since you've been in.
So last week we had talked about how my husband and we've been butting heads. We kind of haven't been agreeing with each other, or just, if I ask him something, he kind of rolls his eyes or is kind of like annoyed by me asking him for help. So we weren't in a good position, but we started marriage counseling.
Mm-hmm.
We did it for the first time, and I feel like it's been great. I feel like we still have some kinks that we need to roll out, but we have like an understanding of like where we need to be as a couple. I think just addressing it was like the first big step.
Mm-hmm.
Like, hey, like where do we want to go from here? Because obviously, this is not working out. Like, we can't keep, bickering and over little things. So we have decided to work on like communicating better, and I've decided to like help with listening, because like I struggle with listening. Like, someone can sit there and tell me something, but if it's not like action oriented or task oriented, I won't retain it well. So like, he'll be like, hey, I remember I told you this, and I'll be like, well, so but I feel like we've kind of addressed like what has been bothering each other, and we're going to continue doing marriage counseling.
Awesome. That's a huge step. Like, that's honestly what a lot of couples, they get to that point and they don't do that. So that's really great that you guys have recognized that. Like, that's shows strength in your marriage already.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you want to do in like this session with us? Just I want to be on the same page with you to see like what we can work on here.
I guess I just kind of like want to build that confidence that it's gonna be okay, because
Mm-hmm.
we've gone through cycles where it's like we've kind of discussed like, hey, we're not good, and then we kind of like addressed like what was not working, and like
Mhm.
we'll change it for a week, and then it just reverts back to like the same old thing. And so I've noticed it come in cycles over the past few years, going on 10 years, and I guess I just want to build that reassurance that we're going to push through, we're going to get through this, and we're not going to fall back to
Mhm.
our old ways.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is you really want this change to be a real thing.
Yes.
Like, and you've been cycling on this path.
Yes.
So what do you think needs to change? I'm just curious, like, what is something, and I know you talked about in marriage counseling that's something that's helping,
Mm-hmm.
but what about like from you?
I guess, well, I don't know, like, I guess I can just be more, like, if I see him be negative, I tend to, like, point it out, like, there, you're being negative, and it's only, like, 5:30 in the morning, like, why don't you just smile or something? And I guess, like, I can stop myself from, like, pointing it out, and rather kind of, like, hey, like, focus on the positive, or focus on, like, something other than just like pointing out like
Mm-hmm.
when I see him respond a way that I don't want him to. So
I wonder if what about if like we flipped that, and instead of recognizing negatives, well, how would you feel about like if a positive thing happened, like if he thought positively?
yeah.
Have you done that in the past before, or is it mostly like negative?
Like with him, or
Yeah, with him or even anyone.
I mean, I feel like I'm a very optimistic person. I'm
Mhm.
very positive. So whenever I see him being negative, I tend to like distance myself, and so he sees it as being closed off, but really I'm just kind of like, I don't want that negativity to rub off onto me.
Mhm.
So, I guess how to go about handling that and not like closing myself off or distancing myself, but kind of just
Mhm.
like finding a way to like bring it to his awareness.
Mhm.
So,
Alright, so let me get this straight. So what I'm hearing is you value positivity a lot, or in just optimism. And I'm not saying he doesn't value that either. I'm hearing that you value that a lot.
yes.
So my original question was, have you said in positive like reinforcements in the past? Like, so if he's like, yay, and you're like, wow, like that's so nice that you're excited for that.
Not as much. Not as much as I should. It's kind of hard to like, you know, when someone is being negative to, you know, say something positive about him, but I think I can do that. I think that's something that I can work towards this week, doing more of.
Okay. So just curious on like, so you said that you think you can work on it. What is something that you need that will like help you reach that goal?
I guess just telling myself that I'm gonna do it,
Mm-hmm.
and giving myself a limit, like I'm gonna do it once a day for the
Okay.
next week, and then maybe the next week I'm gonna do it twice a day.
Okay, so little like reminders throughout the week.
Yeah.
I'm just curious, have you like, what about like with yourself? What about any like self-talk of like positive things? Do you do that too?
I tend to like read like positive quotes, and just to keep
Mhm.
my mind positive. Like I'll put the audiobooks and play like positive music. So I like to keep my mind focused on good things.
Okay.
And I guess I just kind of like, I got used to just not being so positive towards him, but I feel like I need to like be positive to him as much as I do to other people, and not treat him any different because the way he is or responds to things.
Okay. I'm really glad with like that awareness. I have like an idea. I just thinking of it, of something with that like little challenge. Maybe we could like add to that. Are you like open to an idea, like a suggestion idea?
Yeah.
Have you heard of a gratitude journal before? So it's this little journal that you're grateful for this thing in your life. Like there are usually 3 things a day. It's just a little challenge so that you can, like, I'm grateful for these shoes. I'm grateful. It's like all these little things. And I'm just wondering if we could like maybe like gear it more toward, we could like start off just in your life in general, and then maybe like once or one of those 3 things has something to do with like your husband or anything in that nature.
Okay.
Like, I like his laugh. Like something little. It could be like, I like when he locks the door before we go to bed. So it's all these little things that you notice, like start to notice, that I think might be helpful with your challenge. Kind of combine the 2. So you kind of, it has a structured, because you said you like structured and like task oriented. So I was thinking of something that like, that will be like a physical journal that you can do before bed.
Yeah, I think that will work.
Okay. So it was nice meeting with you today. Is there any questions you have or anything you want to talk about in this time?
No, you've been great, and you've helped me, find something that I can do to help assist me in staying on track with the positivity towards my husband. So I really thank you for that, and for also incorporating the way like I learn and complete tasks. So thank you.
Yeah, of course. Well, it's nice meeting with you today, and I can't wait to hear like updates for like next week.
Awesome.